feature presentation.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Chandler Burton Entertainment $5 tier on Patreon. I do want to thank every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart for your continued support at Chandler Burton Entertainment. As always, I want to give a shout out to everybody on the $5 tier. So we have Mary Getty, Spitz, Adam Daly, Hardcore Kyle, Jordan Warner, James Houston, Brian Whitney, Chisholm King, Luann Owen, Kara Lee, Alyssa, Dan Holloway, Toby Sut Supreme, A. Crispy, Zach Mustafa, Darby Belial, Kennedy Fig, Joab Rogers, Evan, Jacob Johnson, LOL Ikeem, Ren, Brendan Young, Lorenzo Rodriguez, Braden Partridge, Pugcore, The Asthmatic, Alex Turner, Scott Johnson, Jacob, Bojax, and again Casey Thompson. Thank you every single one of you guys for your continued support. It means the absolute world. Today on the Patreon, we are checking out a brand new band to the scene. I've been working with Sharp Tone Records to promote this band. I've reacted to every single they've dropped from this album cycle, and I've enjoyed all of them. So I'm really excited to check out today Dead Lakes and their debut album called Daydreamer. We're going to be checking out the entire thing here today. These guys are like an alternative pop rock type band, so it is going to be a little bit of a mix-up from what we normally listen to here on the Patreon. We generally listen to mostly, metalcore or heavier types of music, but Dead Lakes, yeah, has a very cool vibe to them here. Like, they're definitely one of those albums, well, so far, that it feels like, you can just put on it on a drive and just listen to it and kind of just get lost in the moment. So I'm hoping to get that kind of vibe from the album here. And again, I've been working with Sharp Tone to promote this band for quite a while, so I'm excited to see what the full package has in store. But there are a couple of things that I do want to mention to you guys before we get started. As always, number one, I'll ask you to please not share the link with anybody. Again, this is my way of giving back to you guys for supporting me here on Patreon at Chandler Burton Entertainment. If you'd like to encourage your friends or family to join the Patreon and support me as a creator, again, I'd always be appreciative of that. But again, I'll ask you to please not share the link with anybody. And again, everybody's been very respectful about that. Again, so actually Sharp Tone reached out to me to do a certain song from this album, which is called Quicksand. They want me to upload that reaction to YouTube. So again, there's not going to be a Patreon clip pull for this one, just to let you all know that. Again, generally I do that, but for this one, since Sharp Tone reached out to me, they want me to upload that one. So that's what I'm going to be uploading to YouTube for the public to check out this upcoming Tuesday. And speaking of Sharp Tone, again, these guys are on Sharp Tone Records, so again, very good work relationship with them. So we are able to upload this to YouTube. So again, there will be time codes in the description, and the video will be unlisted, so you guys will be the only ones to be able to see it. Again, there are official visualizers and official music videos to go along with each song as well. If the computer freezes or the mic cuts out, I do apologize about that. Generally, with longer videos, it does have a tendency to do that. And then, of course, we'll be doing a first listen review on the album here. So again, if you see me off to the side, I'm either checking out the lyrics or I'm just taking down some notes to talk about the album at the very end. But without further ado, my friends, let's jump into Dead Lake's brand new album, Daydreamer. Excited to check this one out? Let's jump right in. Alright, my friends, so again, the band Dead Lakes and their new album called Daydreamer, their debut album. I can't imagine how nerve-wracking that would be. I remember watching an interview with Cody from Wage War. I know other people have said it before as well, but they always say like you have your entire life to work on your debut album. So obviously you want to make a good impact, with the first album. But again, it's always nerve-wracking because it's like, what if people don't like it? Is it going to be one of those things where the band's just going to fall off or those types of things? But from the singles that I've heard from this band so far, I think we're in for a pretty good treat. So really excited to hear it as a whole. So again, I've reacted to all the singles, so I'm excited to hear it in the entire package. So again, the band Dead Lakes and their album Daydreamer. It's about a 37-minute album. Let's go ahead and pop it off here in 3, 2, and 1. First song is the title track, but it looks like it's just going to be an interlude. It's about 1 minute and 10 seconds, so yeah, it's getting in the car. That's cool. Like demoing all the songs, like kind of a mono stereo type sound. It's pretty cool. So the first two songs were songs I've already reacted to, which is Strange Juice and Tongue Planet. Go. All right. Strange Juice. Let's do it. Again, I've already heard this song, but I really like this song.
Driving slow, car in smoke. What happens when the lights sink slow? When there's no tread on these tires, holding me back, got me tired. Sitting here got me thinking what it would feel like just to feel the rush. Rip you, leave you in the dust, but I'm stranded in delirious.
Good chorus here. Oh, not yet.
Have you ever felt your heart race from my best self when I switch lanes? Sometimes to grow in me change. I don't wanna be a burnout. Heartbreak if that's ever how it turned out. Heart race, tell me if I'm heading the wrong way. Would it be better?
This song is really catchy.
I stay, I don't wanna be a burnout. Heartbreak, it's how it always turns out. It only
Love the
hurts
drums
you
here.
You will be happier lonely in the dark, still dreaming. I only ever wanted something to believe in. Tripping, making waves in the daydream. Now I'm spinning back till I'm dizzy. Keep myself lost, chasing six rings. Could dwell on if they miss me. Have you ever felt your heart race from my best self when I switch lanes? Sometimes to grow in me change. I don't wanna be a burnout. Heartbreak if that's ever how it turned out. Heart race, tell me if I'm not enough.
Definitely a vibe.
Would it be better if I stay? I don't wanna be a burnout. Heartbreak, it's how it always turns out.
Well, these guys are actually from Seattle, so they don't live too far from me.
Heartbreak, almost gave up on dreaming. I just wanna get away, I don't wanna get even. I know that if I just stay, I'll never find my meaning. I know that if I just stay, I'll never find my meaning. I know that if I just stay, I'll never find my meaning.
That's a really cool guitar. I think I said that in my reaction to it. Like, it's just a really beautiful looking guitar, man.
Heart race from my best self when I switch lanes. Sometimes to grow in me change. I don't wanna be a burnout. Heartbreak if that's ever how it turned out. Heart race, tell me if I'm not enough. Wrong way, would it be better if I stay? I don't wanna be a burnout. Heartbreak, it's how it always turns out. It's how it always turns out.
Looked like me last night at my job, just sweeping like no other. Okay, next song is Tongue Planet,
Ain't got no time to wait.
and I did do a reaction to this song as well.
Feel like it's
I said on this one that this one, it felt like it didn't really go anywhere except for the vocals. So this one was my least favorite of the singles, but it's still not that bad.
Try to figure it out. I don't mind, I feel most alive with you. Absent from my mind, absent from my. I cannot say a lot of things, but it's only natural. from my heart. I cannot say the right things when it's only natural to hesitate. For when I love you now I'm feeling drained. Without you feel so good even though the feeling's strange. Oh, I could never say the right things when it's only natural to hesitate. Caught you staring at me with those dead eyes. My soul just need you to glow now.
Taking a few notes here already.
I feel my eyes lighting up, feel loose cause I tightened up. If you could see what I see would be enough. Just in my sleep it used to keep me up, yeah. I feel like a kid who's naive to the unknown. I recreated my life with my eyes closed. I cannot say the right things when it's only natural to hesitate. For when I love you now I'm feeling drained. Without you feel so good even though the feeling's strange. Oh, I can never say the right things when it's only natural to hesitate. Caught you staring at me
I like little pauses like that.
my soul just need you to go now.
Yeah, it's still a decent song, just nothing too crazy on it, so. Again, I wonder if they shot this in Seattle. It looks beautiful. Maybe Tacoma. Alright, so this song's called Wrong Way. This song came out a while ago. I have not heard this song. So this is brand new to me, but it's been out for like 8 months, I think. So, I'm excited to hear it.
Need a fast car, windows tinted. I want it all, wanna get it.
I like the visualizer, it's cool.
I just wanna be the best that ever did it. Depression's had me fucked up for a minute.
Maybe I did hear this song, actually.
Society feels unfulfilling.
No.
Everybody
I don't know.
want a black car, no limit.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I have.
Vision shifted.
It sounded familiar, but I don't think I've heard this.
Pretending, but I'll break the system. Like you, I want some and then some. Hit the ignition, cure the condition. Made up my mind, I'll die with the decision. Wrong way, down the wrong lane, and I'm wondering what happens if I just let go. Something I'm missing, something. No, it's never nothing. Something that feels like home. Blaming a problem and playing myself. Wrong way, down the one lane, and I'm wondering what happens if I just let go. I ain't fucking with the pressure. I don't really want it. No, they don't want us all together. Fill up to the overflow. Like this is what I needed. Like oh yeah.
I like the drums on this. Yeah, really cool visualizer.
Call out, hoping that you hear me. Long shot, low bullet with the deep gray. Love lost, monetize everything. Block channels, try a different frequency. One way down the one lane, and I'm wondering what
It kind of sounds like the chorus to Strange Youth a little bit.
something. No, it's never nothing. Something that feels like home. Blaming a problem and playing myself. Wrong way down the one lane, and I'm wondering what happens if I just let go.
visualizer is trippy.
Inside myself, I'm seeing someone else that I don't know is better for my health. Peace of mind, all the wealth. I'm begging for some help. I'm trying to find myself in this cold world. Yeah, it's a cold world. I've been trying to find myself inside of someone else that I don't know. I don't know.
Good lyrics.
Down a one lane and I'm wondering what happens if I just let go. Something I'm missing, something. No, it's never nothing. It's something that feels like home. Blaming a problem, playing myself. One way down the one lane and I'm wondering what happens if I just let it go.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song, man. All right, this is the first new song called Onyx Drive. Onyx Drive, yeah.
The air grates on my skin like nails to a chalkboard. My patience wears thin, and I don't need any more excuses. Like I did before. Don't wanna waste my youth for another.
There we go.
Had to jump no parachute to learn that I could fly. Taking every view like it's the last time. Gotta say goodbye to my past life. Gotta say goodbye. Just another bad day. Hold up, the world keeps putting more weight on my shoulders. Like the same
Okay, a little bit of rapping, a little bit.
Pushing me away when I wanna feel closer. Yeah, we're just getting older. I hope to be different in October. I'm starting to lose my composure. Did you wanna start over? Can't wait around to see if you change. You're wasting no time rearranging my brain. Every time we turned a spark into a flame, unexpected death grip returned to rain. Don't wanna waste my youth for another night. Had to jump no parachute to learn that I could fly. Taking every view like it's the last time. Gotta say goodbye to my past life. Don't wanna waste my youth for another night. Had to jump no parachute to learn that I could fly. Taking every view like it's the last time. Gotta say goodbye to my past life. Gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, the vocal on this are really good. Instruments, I've noticed, are kind of samey, but again, we still have a good chunk of the album left, so.
I've made home with hell all around me. I've made peace with the hope we make it out alive. We both know it's not our time. Don't wanna waste my youth for another night. Had to jump no parachute to learn that I could fly. Taking every view like it's the last time. Gotta say goodbye to my past life. Don't wanna waste my youth for another night. Had to jump no parachute to learn that I could fly.
I do like the vibe.
Like it's the last time. Gotta say goodbye to my past life. Gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, that was a decent song, man. Alright, so this is actually the first song I've ever heard from these guys before, called Stamina, and I really like this song, actually. It's really cool.
Times when it was easier, stamina needed, yeah.
I remember really liking the chorus on this.
Yeah, because I remember sunrise, levitate from the floor, gravity leaving you. Yeah, I remember every morning when I wake up, feel
Yeah, this part's cool.
Maybe if I run all this will end.
Feel the pressure in my head, please don't let the light in. Been a long time since I've felt the sun. Need a little silver lining, color kiss horizon. Escape the space like I'm on the run. If I start to catch up now, when I just became comfortably numb, you can take me with a touch now. Hand on my chest, up forever, my love. When you think of, when you stay up, feel away but you're really floating. Way up, so wake up, because we won't be there in the morning. Bloodlines, reality, dreaming. In between, we both find a reason to wake up, because we won't be there in the morning. Yeah. So wake up, if I'm the one you're dreaming of. Am I the one you think of when you stay up? Feel away but you're really floating. Way up, so wake up, because we won't be there in the morning. Bloodlines, reality, dreaming. In between, we both find a reason to wake up, because we won't be there in the morning.
Yeah, this song's still pretty cool. I haven't listened to it in a while. But yeah, it's still a really good chorus on that one. Really, really good chorus. Excuse me. Jeez, dude. I'm a tired boy. Okay. Next song is Believer. This is like another interlude track. Yeah, from this point on.
You know that this is no fake.
Oh, maybe it's.
Can't help but come a little closer.
Maybe, well, maybe this will be an interlude, but yeah, from this point on, the rest of the songs are new, so I'm excited.
And how'd you know that I'd like that? Little attitude, little talk right back, yeah. Like 24/7, in my landslide. Michael Phelps and died, stallion she riding. I can't help myself, I'm vibing.
Club music.
Let you open up, I'm sliding. I'm drowning, so excited. You know it feels like late nights, catching vibes, sink through the floor. It feels like summertime, lose my mind out of control. It feels like it feels like. You know it feels like late nights, catching vibes, sink through the floor.
Okay.
It feels like summertime, lose my
Interesting.
mind out of control. It feels like.
Okay. Leads right to the next song. Hold Back. Let's do it. The transition there was pretty cool.
Staying at home, waiting alone, probably too scared to go outside. Losing control, 7 days, 24 hours, think I'm out of my mind. And I feel like a stranger, to myself in danger. A break from the weight, drift with the waves like a glacier. Get lost in the moment, feel something real like I've been, yeah. But lately, feel like a dream memories keeping me hanging on. I don't wanna hold back, I already have. Tired of everyone telling me who I am, and it feels like my own conspiracy. Like everybody's out to get me.
Dude, the vocals are really like holding these songs together, man.
Through the past, and it feels like my own conspiracy. Like everybody's out to get me. Do I stay, do I go? Gotta change, gotta grow. I'ma live like it's borrowed time. I just want you to know that I don't care anymore. Do anything to feel alive. Freedom from your sedative. No, sorry, I put you on blast in this shirt. If I said it, I meant it. You came, then you left. I felt crazy, but now that it's done, I don't wanna hold back. I already have. Tired of everyone telling me who I am.
Yeah, the chorus is really good.
My own conspiracy. Like everybody's out to get me. Don't wanna hold back. Don't think that I can. Tired of everyone dragging me through the past, and it feels like my own conspiracy. Like everybody's out to get me.
Yeah, again, I think my only thing is like, again, the instrument, like it's all sounding about the same, but the vocals are mixing it up, which is really cool.
Hold back, I already have. Tired of everyone telling me who I am, and it feels like my own conspiracy. Like everybody's out to get me. Tired of the hold back, don't think that I can. Tired of everyone dragging me through the past, and it feels like my own conspiracy. Like everybody's out to get me. I don't wanna hold back.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody's out to get me.
Yeah, again, really catchy chorus. Like really, they seem to know how to write really catchy choruses. That's a good song. That's what I'm saying. The album's good, but it's not great. I'm gonna be honest. It's not great, but it is good. All right, next song is Ad Nauseam.
If you got a moment, I just got a question. How did everything end up this direction? How do I end up a mess when you the one that fucked up? I was good at you and you dug, huh? You went and you broke all the trust, yeah. Need to take some time to adjust to feeling like you haunt me. Why's it gotta feel like you're everywhere I go? Let it sink in, we're two different people. Can't speak goodbye, switching different time zones. Self-love, but it goes filling up my phone, and I'm still dreaming. I guess I was all that I needed. Fresh eyes, mellow in 03, yeah. Maybe I just need to stop believing. Out of order till I feel again. 1 in 8 billion. I think I need thicker skin. Yeah, don't wake me up if I'm spinning. Play the beginning. I wouldn't wait up all night, waiting just
Again,
for you
great
to
vocals,
slide.
man. I mean, really
I'd
cool.
be on that. It's all an act, all the effort that you lacked. I want it all back. I want it all back. Need help, I'm feeling real low. My whole life playing real slow.
Definitely reminds me of like modern day pop music, which is not a bad thing.
Needed a look inside my soul. Why's it gotta feel like you're everywhere I go? Let it sink in, we're two different people. Can't speak goodbye, switching different time zones. Self-love, but it goes filling up my phone, and I'm still dreaming. I guess I was all that I needed. Fresh eyes, mellow in 03, yeah. Maybe I just need to stop believing.
Tell me how I grow if you're never leaving me alone. Swear I hear your voice everywhere I go. I also miss the way
I like the voice alter there. It's pretty cool.
got me going crazy, turning all into a home.
And how could I forget? Think you're the best I ever did. You had me fucked up, now I ain't tripping about it. I tripped and doubted myself, my own hell, and made my way about it. Thought I was going crazy. Why's it gotta feel like
Kinda
you're
cool.
everywhere I go? Let it sink in, we're two different people. Can't speak goodbye, switching different time zones. Self-love, but it goes filling up my phone, and I'm still dreaming. I guess I was all that I needed. Fresh eyes, mellow in 03, yeah. Maybe I just need to stop believing.
All right. Next song is Drown It Out.
Gotta confess I shouldn't stay, I hate myself in this mood. Reflect the things you say, I'm just your clay in control. I love to see you happy even if it hurts. I'll take the backseat for better or for worse. I've gotta give myself some help. I wasn't meant to collect all this dust on the shelf. I wanna throw it and drive and just go. Clarity feels like time's moving slow.
Ooh, that little bass right there, that was cool.
Figured you out, now I'm leaving.
There we go.
and I'll be stuck in my head. Your voice is the only one I'm hearing now, and I'd do anything to drown it out. It's always back and forth, still friends. Now we're trapped in this again. And what is everywhere we've been for different?
Let's go, dude.
Figured you out, now I'm leaving. Maybe not now, I'm feeling good. Felt like I was lost in a dream. We were so young and naive.
It's like a little more fast-paced. I really like this one. Yeah, the vibe on this one is cool. Drown it is. There actually was an error with this song and the last song, and I'll point it out to you guys at the very end. Pretty good. Okay, this next song is Quicksand, so excited to check it out here. Dude, this had to have been shot like in Seattle. Like, it looks, I mean, it's so beautiful. It's gotta be Seattle, right?
Searching for something real, yeah.
Okay.
Thought I found it in my feelings. I know you don't try to hurt me, so why isn't this working? Guess
this is a beautiful location. Yeah, these guys don't live too far from me, so that's pretty cool. There we go.
We up 3 a.m. conversation, so why are we still playing? Feeling like a vacation.
Yeah, this definitely feels like something to be on the radio for sure.
Like I'm running through the matrix.
Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I hear you, baby, but do you hear what you're saying? I need action, baby, real traction, fuck a conversation. Yeah.
Regents, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, they're putting under an insurance sign. That's hilarious. I used to have Regents, Blue Cross, Blue Shield.
I wanna feel laid back, like you're my best friend. Anxious cause we're working for the weekend.
This one's really cool. Like, as I was saying, the rest of the album's kind of like, I don't want to say stale, but like, it's very predictable. But this one's like, pretty cool actually, like sincerely. Like, I see why they released this song first before like the album dropped. Like, it's pretty cool. Picking up with the drums here.
All this time in my mind, like I'm running through the matrix. Yeah. Feeling like I've been riding the same wave, and it's time to see the
there we go. Now this song is perfect for a nighttime drive. This one's perfect.
If it feels right, sink into you deeper, maybe I can stay here all night. Darker every day, I'm still hoping we'll be alright. Say the love is pain, I'd say it's at least a new high.
Honestly, I like the way it's shot too. Like, it's like a couple of homies just hanging out.
My lover, my friend, I was under the illusion it would last forever, it would never end,
Yeah, this sounds like a mix between like Justin Bieber, Khalid, which, you know, I'm a big fan of, so. like how slow it sounds. That's cool. That was a good one, man. I actually really like that song a lot. They did a good job on that one. Definitely, for sure. Okay, so you're going to notice here that this song's called Deceiver, but look at the title. Drown It Out. Sharp Tone messed up. They're like, they put Drown It Out twice by accident. This song's actually called Deceiver. So, that's kind of awkward. Sharp Tone really messed up. So they put out a visualizer that said Drown It Out, but it was the title Deceiver, but it looks like it was playing the song Quicksand. Dude, that's embarrassing, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I have to let Jessica know. That's really bad. So this is actually the last song, Deceiver. Let's play it. So I'm just gonna play it off of YouTube. I generally don't do that. I usually download the video, but I didn't have time to like take the song and do whatever. So man, that's bad, dude.
See what I see, you know you can plan for it. I only hope you're understanding this. You know you make it so hard to love.
And I couldn't figure out, I couldn't like listen to it because I wanted to save it for their reaction, so I wouldn't have known.
Naive to your charm, I was lost in a rush. Now I'm getting up.
I'm sure it doesn't like skip or okay, I think we're good.
This is the element I didn't wanna see, and I can't help but feeling that you're just gonna leave. Self-sabotage, you push away to the fire we fall, and no one listens, you and me. Just admit when I am nothing. These vocals are in your feelings. I'm better off without you, and I'm not kidding. I regret it, won't be so out to say it. Can you leave? You just can't take it. Pretending you don't, you make it so hard to love. You make it so hard to love.
I like the chorus on this one.
Naive to your charm, I was lost in a rush. You make it so hard to love. You make it so hard to love. Naive to your charm, I was lost in a rush. Now I'm getting up. Just fly away, take a trip and leave today. I'm wishing that you would stay. I'm not shit like no okay. So where I'm from, love, you make it so hard to love. Thinking I'm not enough, so hard to love. Yeah, you make it so hard to love. So you make it so hard to love.
I actually do like this song. I'm glad I didn't miss out. I almost ended the video because I was like, nah, we'll just skip it. But I was like, we gotta do the whole thing. But actually, I'm glad. Like, I really like this one. That sounds cool. All right, that was a cool song, man. Dude, that was so weird because again, they put out a visualizer called "Drown Me Out" twice, but they put it to the song "Deceiver." That was the title, but they were playing the song "Quicksand" from what it sounds like. So there was some kind of miscommunication there when it came to the visualizers. So if you're wondering why my first listen review looks like this in the beginning, that's why I had to go on YouTube and look at the last song, because the other song, the last song that Sharptone put out did not match up. So I gotta like tell them, because I was like, dude, yeah, that was kind of weird. So we just jammed the entire album here. I'm excited to definitely talk about it. So let's go ahead and jump into the first listen review, and that is coming up next. So stick around for that. Alright, my friends, let's go ahead and talk about Dead Lakes and their debut album, Daydreamer. Again, we just got done jamming the entire thing. This album was pretty okay. Like, I wasn't blown away by it. I wasn't like, it's not going to change my life, but there are definitely some good things in it here, and some things that kind of, some cons, I guess you could say. So, let's go and start off with the pros. I would say pro number one is that I really do like the atmosphere of these songs. Like, this album is designed for you to go out on a late night drive and just go think about life. So again, like the atmospheres of the song, really, really cool. Definitely has a lot of pop influence in there that I think a lot of people will definitely enjoy. I would also say number two is that the vocals on this really carried the songs. One of my cons, and I'll kind of just give it away now, is that there's just not a lot of variety on this album, but the vocalist, I forgot his name, but he is really, really good. Whether he was kind of rapping, just his singing definitely felt like something that was a little more accessible, I think. And so again, I think the vocals really carried this album all the way through. I thought they were really, really good. I would also say number three, that there is something on here for everybody. I think that somebody, whether you're a fan of like, smaller like rock bands or huge fans of like the modern day music, which is like, of course it's just pop music that you hear on the radio, I think everybody's going to find something that they enjoy about this album. Like, I know some people are going to listen to this here and they're going to think like, dude, this is awesome. I don't know why Chandler's complaining so much. I'm not trying to complain, but like, I feel like a lot of people will find some enjoyment in this album because it is very straightforward and it is very, very simple. And I'm a very straightforward and simple guy myself, but I do think there is something in here for everybody. So that's, again, that's a huge plus, that everybody, I think, could find something on this going like, you know what, that wasn't that bad. I'll add it to my playlist. So that's pretty cool. And I'll say the last pro that I really liked about this album is that there's a lot of mental health focused lyrics on here. It talks a lot about depression and anxiety and kind of how to push forward in life. And I think when I go on a nighttime drive personally, I always try to think of ways to like improve my mental health, and that way I can get better as the days go on. And so for me, like, I really enjoyed the lyrics on this album as well. I thought they were really, really good. So as I mentioned during my pros, I do have a couple of cons with this album. I would say, again, number one, this album, it just doesn't have a lot of variety on it. Now, I know like a lot of people are going to be like, who cares? Like, it sounds fun. It's a good time. But again, for me, like, I look at all the music that's coming out this year, even stuff like on Sharptone, Currents and those types of things, where there's a lot of variety in those new Current songs. I think they're really, really cool. But there's like with this one, it's like, I mean, every song is just like, it just kind of sounds the same. Like, it's also very predictable, which is another one of my cons, is that like, exactly what you're going to get in every song. Like, you just know, like, after the first couple of songs, you start to realize like, okay, there's nothing crazy is going to happen on this here. And I know, like, with pop music, like, it's not designed to be like anything, crazy. A lot of the music on the radio sounds the same. So again, I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here, but I wish there was like a little more variety. I'm not saying they need to add screaming or anything like that, but maybe adding more like electronic parts to their songs, or having the instruments have a little bit more in the forefront, because again, I felt like the vocals really carried every single song on this album. But again, those are just a couple of cons that stuck out to me. Overall, the album was okay, but those are just a couple of things that kind of weighed me down a little bit. So my top three favorite songs from this album, I would say number one is going to be Quicksand. I thought they did a really good job with that one here. As I was saying, the atmosphere on that song was really, really good. Like, I love how it kind of just stayed chill for the majority of it here, but it didn't go into like that generic riff that it kind of had throughout the album. It kind of just stayed where it was at. So I thought they did a really good job of creating the atmosphere of that. Really, really engaging song, in my personal opinion. I thought that was really good. I'd also say Onyx Drive. Like, I thought that one was really cool. The chorus on that one made me realize that we are in for a good time when it comes to choruses. I thought they did a really good job with the majority of the choruses on this album. But yeah, that one stuck out to me the most. I thought that one was a lot of fun to listen to. And then honestly, I actually really liked the last song, Deceiver. I almost didn't listen to it because, again, like, the visualizers were kind of messed up here, but I'm glad I listened to it because I thought that song was really cool. The chorus on that as well was really, really catchy. So again, those are my top three songs from Dead Lake's new album, Daydreamer. I was thinking to myself, would I listen to this album like on my own free time? Because obviously, sometimes like the best time for me to listen to music is to do these reactions, because again, life has just been so busy lately. It's hard for me just to sit down and like listen to an album all the way through unless I'm doing a reaction. I would probably only listen to this here if I actually am going on a drive, and obviously, you know, with gas prices right now, at least where I'm at, it's insane. There's no way I can go on a night drive with these gas prices, but in a perfect world where gas was a lot cheaper, I think I would definitely jam this album when I'm driving around. I think this album kind of will put me in the mindset of like just thinking about my life, and I think that's the biggest thing about this album is that, again, they were able to create an atmosphere where it really does kind of make you think about life when you go on that drive and you're thinking about like, how can I improve my life, or how can I be better, how can I improve certain things. And I really like that about this album. If it didn't have that aspect, I think the score would be a little bit lower for me, because again, there's not a lot of variety on this album. Every song structure is essentially the same. It's always just like verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. Like, it's very, like, you're not getting anything spectacular with this. But I do think the vocals really carry the songs, even though, because again, the songs are pretty straightforward, but the vocals kind of mix things up a little bit, which I really enjoy. I thought he has a really good voice, and that part was very enjoyable. So because of the nighttime atmospheric drive feeling to this album, and I think the vocals to this album, I think this is a very good listen. It's not great, it's not terrible, it is just right in the middle. And since it is going to be right in the middle, I'm going to give Dead Legs' debut album Daydreamer a 7 out of 10. I think this album is really good, and I think a lot of people will find some accessibility with it, but for me, I thought it was just okay. Alright, my friends, well, thank you all so much for jamming Dead Legs' new album Daydreamer with me. Whether you loved it, whether you hate it, whether you thought in the middle, let me know your comments on YouTube or on Patreon, or shoot me a message on Instagram or Twitter. My DMs are always open if you want to talk about anything. I just love to get a back and forth conversation started with you guys in regards to Dead Legs or anything that you have going on in life. So again, whether you loved it or hate it, shoot me a message, let me know in the comments. I would love to talk to you guys about it. So we have one more full album reaction coming tomorrow on Sunday, and then we have an EP coming on Monday. Tomorrow we are checking out Nothing, Nowhere, and their new album, or I guess his new album, Void Eternal. Been hearing some interesting things about that, so I'm excited to dive into that. And then also on Monday, we're going to be checking out Attack Attack's new EP called Dark Waves, and I have been hearing good things about that, which is actually really cool to hear. I'm like, that's actually pretty sick. So again, we have plenty of stuff coming, so make sure you keep an eye out. They will be posted as quickly as possible. But again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank every single one of you for your continued support at Chandler Burton Entertainment. Always remember that you are loved, and until next time, I hope you all take care.